Hi everyone, it's TylerTProductions here again with Tyler T's Amateur Album Reviews. This week's episode will be me doing Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. A lot of you might know about Linkin Park, and especially about Hybrid Theory, their debut album. Linkin Park is, I almost want to say they're overrated to an extent, or at least overhyped, but I think the main reason for that is that their first two albums, Hybrid Theory and Meteor, were amazing, and more so Hybrid Theory. It is like, for me, it's a staple in like a new metal like playlist of albums. Like, if you're going to be talking about new metal, you're gonna have to include Hybrid Theory because it is so freaking like just the rapping and then Chester's vocals. But anyways, it was released in late 2000. So the turn, kind of the turn of the century kind of thing. One of those albums that released in 2000, just like White Pony was also released in 2000. So I thought that was really interesting. And they're Deftones and Linkin Park are both new metal. Linkin Park I don't think is as much new metal anymore. Deftones still kept more to its original. At least with Deftones' latest album, Deftones is closer to what they originally were. Linkin Park, not so much with what their latest stuff is, but that's alright. So, you know, it progresses forward, you know, evolve, and whatnot. But yes, I'm going to get started on Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. So, here we go. First track is Paper Cut, the opening track. This was the third single released off of Hybrid Theory, and I like the whispered vocals that I can't even remember his name because I'm not a huge Linkin Park fan. Since I know Chester's the lead singer, it's really bugging me now. It's really bothering me. Hold on. Mike Shinoda. There we go. Mike Shinoda. There we go. Okay. His rapping is probably the only kind of like it's distinct rapping that I actually like, because for the most part I really don't like rap, but rap in new metal I really like to a certain extent. But I think it really works well with when you have two vocalists in a band. One's doing most of the rapping, one's doing the singing and screaming. Like in the case of Linkin Park, Chester does the singing and screaming, louder vocals, and Mike Shinoda does the rapping. He also does some singing, but it's more so how that's divided, and I think that really brings it out on this track. You can hear the distinct differences, and Mike Shinoda also, I think it's Mike Shinoda does like the whispering parts in here too, but it's greatly pieced together, and I really love the guitar. How it's like the bass inside is right beneath my skin is like a bad rifle. So yeah, I really like this track. I give Paper Cut 4 out of 5 stars. Next track is One Step Closer, and this was the first single release of the album, and it was actually released like a month before the album was released, so in late 2000s though. I almost want to. I don't want to say that a lot of the songs on here sound similar, but they give a similar feeling. That's why it's kind of hard to keep trying to say new things about each of these songs. But Chester's, I like how he does the like he almost kind of growls. Just like before. I like the part in the song that's like, I'm about to break. I mean, the chorus definitely I really like. One Step Closer, 5 out of 5 stars. With You, this song is, I used to like it a lot more, but I don't really like it that much as much anymore. But I think it's really good live. The live version of this song I actually like better than the album version. Because Chester does like extra screams near the beginning, and he's like, "Come on," and it's like, but I don't know, I just really like it. And you know, Mike Shinoda, he actually, you know, he doesn't just do rapping, he does singing too, and that's also shown on this track. You know, he's like rapping, but he's like not super rapping. I don't even know if that makes sense, but he has like a singing voice to it, and he can sing and not just rap, so props to him. I give With You 3 out of 5 stars. Points of authority. I really like this song. I'm just gonna say that right now. I like how it's like in the beginning, then Mike Shinoda's like comes in with his kind of sort of somewhat distorted rapping, and then instruments come in, and I really like Chester's like, you have the way to look at you while taking pleasure in the awful things you did. I think I love Chester's voice in this, so, and how he sings it, more so than anything actually in this track. So I give Points of Authority 5 out of 5 stars. Crawling. Okay, so this song is it was the second single release off of Hybrid Theory, and I think it's way like, if someone's like Linkin Park, Crawling. There's also another song that people do that to, is In the End, which I will talk about soon. But it starts out with like the ding ding ding, then guitar comes in, and then Chester just comes in screaming like, crawling in my skin. This, I mean, when this first came out, the song was freaking amazing. It's still amazing now. I just think it's almost overplayed in a sense. I almost would think it's similar to for like a different generation almost of people, because this song was released 10 years after Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, and that song was like the epitome of the feelings of a generation. And I think that's the same with Crawling, for when it first came out. I think that really, it kind of had that, it didn't sound like Smells Like Teen Spirit, don't get me wrong, like, it didn't sound anything like it, but it was like, it had the same effect almost, like rebelling, but it had a broad audience for it, and that's basically my thing for it. Crawling is a good song, I just think it's slightly overrated, but I still give Crawling 5 out of 5 stars. Runaway, I actually really like this song, and all the effects on Hybrid Theory I really like, not just the guitars and like drums and stuff, but I like the effects, like the keyboard effects and whatever else nice goodies they have. But this comes in with like a guitar and then like drums, and then Chester comes in, he's like singing graffiti decorations under a sky of dust. But I don't know, it's a good track. It's not one I have a lot to talk about but it is good. It definitely has its place on this album. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. By Myself. Which I was saying, this is probably my favorite album track, yeah. My favorite track on the album. I love, immediately right when it gets in the song, it's like hard guitar, like and then when Chester comes in, because Mike Shinoda starts doing his rapping, and his rapping actually has a lot of attitude to it, and I really like it. And then when Chester comes in, it's like, by myself. I think that works nicely, and they're kind of like they're saying what each other person is about to say, like it's a whole sentence, but they're saying parts, and they're like alternating, and I think that's really fucking amazing. So this song, obviously my favorite on the album, 5 out of 5 stars. In the End, this is the 4th and last single released off of the album, released in late 2001. This song is also very over hyped, I think. It's very good, obviously, and I think it's one of the few on this album that has piano in it, like you can distinct piano. And I think I actually, the rapping to this I actually like just as much as Chester's vocals, like in the chorus. The rapping, and then they have like distorted, like kind of like rapping, like a back track of the rapping at one like parts of the verses. But yeah, the chorus is amazing, and I think, like I said, it was over popularized, just like Crawling was. But it's one of the more well-known Linkin Park songs. It is good, don't get me wrong. So I give In the End 5 out of 5 stars. Place for My Head. This song also I used to like a lot more, but not so much anymore. Well, I used to like a lot more. I don't really like how it starts, actually. I think it takes a bit too long to start, but I do love the disc scratching that happens near the beginning. I just think it takes a bit to get up, but once Chester comes in with his vocals, I think that really pulls the song back together to make it a really good song. Despite all that, Place for My Head gets 3 out of 5 stars. Forgotten. Same case with this song too. Used to like it a lot more, not so much anymore. I don't like the beginning. I like near the end when it picks up and it kind of transforms almost to a different kind of song. I give Forgotten 3 out of 5 stars. Cure for the Itch. I really like this because it's like it's a solo DJing. I forgot the name of their DJ. I'm not a huge Linkin Park fan, but Mr. Han. Yeah, I just heard Mr. Han. Something Han. I forgot his first name. But yeah, like this is like a instrumental, but for like a disc jockey, and like I think it's really freaking cool, and I really like it, and it's got amazing like just beats and everything to it. So I give this song 4 out of 5 stars. And Pushing Me Away, the last track on the album. I like the beginning of it when it starts to pick up, and then the guitar comes in with the drums. It's mostly the chorus I really like, and Chester's voice, obviously. When he screams, it sounds like 2 people are screaming, which I think is friggin' amazing. And Chester's vocals, like for regular singing, are so very good. I give Pushing Me Away 4 out of 5 stars. So that's the end of the album review. It's for a total of possible 60 stars because 5 stars each for 12 songs. It got 51 out of 60 stars, which gives it an 85%, and that I believe makes it onto my top 5 list albums of all time, which is subject to change, but it's a very good album. And if you're looking for like a heavy kind of album, new metal, if you're really into new metal, if you're into like rap metal, rap rock, more so rap metal than rap rock, I would highly suggest getting this album. It is a must for people who enjoy that genre. In Linkin Park, I do believe is overhyped, but I think the reason for that is because of this album. Like, this is why they're so popular. This and Meteor, but more so this. So check out the album, get it if you have the money, or just listen to it on YouTube or something. So that concludes this vlog, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.